What shot do you think I should have for when they were walking out? Mid, wide or close? Are we the white team? Yeah, New Zealand just got one. What is it? Man. Vic.
Can't see much from you. Just concentrate. Welcome to the inaugural Trans-Tasman Futsal Women's Champions League here from Palmerston North at the Central Energy Trust Arena. I'm Aaron Darman. I'll be leading you through your proceedings today. Currently, it's 1-0 to Manawatu. Of course, the game is between Central Futsal Manawatu from New Zealand and Football Federation Victoria Futsal in Australia. It's been a tight affair so far. Both sides sort of feeling each other out. The New Zealanders in the lead though. Kicking now with Nicole Robertson. TJ Lynn Lewis, number 10 for Central Manawatu, appealing but not getting a decision. Great turn from Tilly James, but nothing eventuating from that piece of play. Central Manawatu appearing to be on top. Victoria, however, definitely looking to get back into the game after conceding an early goal. And turn, and a goal! Number 9, Emma Gross, scoring for Victoria, and the Australians have equalised. 1-1 here at the inaugural Trans-Tasman Women's Champions League Cup. Of course, played over 3 legs, tonight, tomorrow night, and on Sunday. So, what a game we have on our hands. Good tackle from Robertson. Now they break. Robertson. Fantastic defence from Elizabeth Robbers. They don't want to lose it here. And they don't. Robertson clearing. Victoria look to start again. Certainly is fantastic to have a team like Victoria, an Australian team coming to the New Zealand National Championships, of course, a team in almost every age group, I believe, playing in the Nationals, and a crossbar from Robers. Manawatu living on the edge. Manawatu now looking to press forward. Victoria don't want to concede here. They've just got back into the game. Lynn Lewis, what a shot from TJ Lynn Lewis. Fantastic effort from the Manawatu number 10. And now they have a chance. Unable to convert. Then Lewis intercepts. It's a match that's often been bogged down in the middle of the court. Both teams looking to counter-attack, looking to play some good futsal and just being shut off in the middle third. Both coaches, Josh Muggets, especially, of course, the Futsal White himself, the coach of Manawatu today, will be looking to change that at half-time. Lynn Lewis wins the ball. She's been fantastic so far tonight. Hannah Roberts, unable to find the feet of her compatriot up top. Miscommunication there from Victoria, but they've got the decision of our referee tonight, Matt Stoneman. Our other referee, Anthony Riley, tonight. Matt Stoneman and Anthony Riley, the two officials. And Victoria now on the break. Well done from Hannah Robert to shut that down. Quite a good crowd out here tonight in Palmerston North. It's a chilly evening. But, of course, the New Zealand Youth Nationals are on at the moment here at the Central Energy Trust Arena here in Palmerston North at the moment, and of course a lot of the teams have come down to watch this spectacle. Victoria though, intercept. Mustazic. Michaela Boxhall, keeper for Manawatu, had that covered. Lynn Lewis. Frustration from Lynn Lewis. On for Manawatu now, Laura Knottle, number 9. There she is, applauding the ball from Hannah Robert. Manawatu, of course, won the Women's National League. And, well, for many, what was a bit of a surprise, beating Auckland in the final. What a game that was. Down in Wellington at the ASB Sports Centre, and now in Palmerston North as they play international opposition, testing themselves against players from across the ditch. Here is Victoria on the attack now. In the crowd tonight, Marvin Eakins, Futsal White captain. Teams from Waibop, Waikato, youth teams from that region, and Auckland look to be out in force tonight in the stands. 1-1 it still stands on the court. And here is Lynn Lewis. Has a shot, but keeper Bethany Mason-Jones has that covered for Victoria. Women's futsal and men's futsal, for that matter, is certainly growing in New Zealand. Story on One News the other night documenting Chris Sinclair, of course, one of our very special referees who's going to the Futsal World Cup to officiate there, the first Kiwi to do so. And they very accurately address the fact that futsal is the fastest growing sport in New Zealand at the moment. Here is Manawatu. James. That's a poor pass from James. Genthold, the captain, does very well to be, but now James on the break. It's 2v1. James, oh, touch just too big, and Mason-Jones does very well to save. Worth noting, Laura Nottle was there at the back post, but James just unable to find her. Here is James. And she's kept it in. Oh, and what a chance for Laura Nottle. It's keeper's ball. Very well done from Manawatu's Hannah Fitzgerald down the line to keep it in. And Laura Nottle, unfortunate not to get on the end of that and put it in the Victorian net. Crystal McGlusky, number 2 for Victoria, unable to control there. And Manawatu go again. On the face of it, Manawatu certainly have had the lion's share of possession. And that's a mistake. Nottle! It's a goal for Manawatu! Laura Nottle's been threatening all evening and she's finally got her goal. And boy, do the crowd like that. A mistake from Victoria, and they'll be frustrated with that and they'll really want to push back, grab an equaliser quickly, but they're not going through the right steps to achieve that. Fitzgerald goes close. Manawatu with a bit of confidence now. Of course, playing on home turf here in Palmerston North. Certainly many in the crowd supporting them tonight. Here is Nottle, tackled by McGlusky. Now Nottle's making a run. Fitzgerald down the line. Nottle, Fitzgerald, and it is a goal. It's Ella James. Fantastic play from Fitzgerald. It popped out, and Ella James, well, she wasn't going to miss from there, but bad news for Victoria. It looks like Bethany Mason-Jones is in a bit of pain. Anthony Riley, our wonderful referee, has gone to check her out. But she's okay. Certainly breathe them tough down here in Australia and New Zealand. And another mistake. And now, Nottle. But it's a foul. Mason-Jones has committed a foul, and it could be a card. It's only yellow. I think many in the crowd were expecting a red. It wasn't. It's a yellow. Not quite sure what Anthony Riley's decided here. Is it a penalty? We'll have to wait and find out. Frustration now in the Victorian camp. They're losing control of this game, and they're losing it fast. Boy, oh boy, Josh Marget's coach of Manawatu will be happy about this. It's a free kick. Nottle will take, add to her tally. And Nottle off the line, McGlusky. Nottle again, great save from Mason-Jones, and now Victoria on the counter. This game's really taken off. But it is, after all that, once again, Manawatu's ball. Michaela Boxall, keeper for Manawatu. It's fair to say Laura Nottle has made a significant impact since coming on as a substitute. Here she is again, working to win the ball. Unsuccessful this time. Timeout now. It looks like it was called from Manawatu. And they're certainly on top at the moment, dominating. And I think the message from Josh Margetts will definitely be relax a little bit, composure, take it easy. Although no means let off from scoring some vital goals. This is, of course, as I said before, a three-legged tie. So it could come down, well, it will come down to the next two games. They want to get the win tonight, possibly without injuries, or hopefully without injuries, and then move on into tomorrow night and Sunday. Anthony Riley's asking the teams to come back out. Here we go. Fitzgerald things along, and Victorian ball. All right, so we're back into it. Mason Jones has the ball. Oh, brilliant from Nottle. And she's held back. Anthony Riley's not happy. He's looking for the card. What colour will it be? McGlusky. It will be yellow. She's not complaining. Instead, she's leaving the court. Nottle tries, but is denied by the Victorian wall. Here we go, Victoria desperate to get a goal. (3-1) for Manawatu. And that's poor, and now on the break. Wilson through to Cable. But Mason Jones does well to clear. Of course, Mason Jones needs to be careful when she's coming out now, and especially in her tackles. She's on a yellow card after the first foul that she committed. Of course, if you want to follow more futsal, it's the National Youth Futsal Championships on at the moment, and the Red Ribbon event, the 19s. A lot going on tomorrow. Oh, that's a good ball across, and Michaela Boxall does well. Manawatu split open for a moment. A lot of goals being scored. Oh, that's a good shot. And talking of goals, there are a lot of goals being scored at the moment in that 19s category. Benji Lapsley from Mainland is on 6 goals on the top. Jimmy Banks from Auckland, AFF, is on 5, just behind him. So if you want to see more goals after tonight, do check out the Futsal White New Zealand football page for updates, short clips, and of course live streaming through our live stream service. It's not a foul. And Victoria break. Ross did well, but it all eventuated to nothing. A lot of loose balls in the first half tonight, and it's certainly something I think the coaches will be looking to pick up on in the halftime team talk. A lot of balls not finding feet. Something to work on in the next couple of minutes, also next couple of days. Pressing is James. Robert follows. Michaela Boxall does well to distribute. Lynn Lewis. Tilly James now with the kick in. Certainly the Manawatu players on the bench looking far more happy with the performance so far. Oh, that's a goal! That is a goal and a half from number 11, Hannah Roberts. Pick that one out. Pick the cobwebs out of the corner. Did that one. Wow. Manawatu well and truly in front now, and boy did the crowd like that. On the camera no less as well. But Victoria try and hit straight back. However, they are down by quite a bit now. It's going to be interesting to see how the end of this first half and, well, second half pans out. Great to see even a sign. Let's go Central in the crowd. They really do love their futsal down here in the Manawatu. Of course, the big shock of last year's Men's National League was Manawatu making it to the semi-finals of the National League, led by their heroic captain Adam Cowan, who also played for Central Heart Manawatu football in his earlier days. That team did include Josh Margits, who's the coach of the Manawatu women tonight. They were beaten at semi-final, of course, by eventual winners Auckland. A couple of goals from Futsal White's long-time top goal scorer, Dylan Manicum, sealing the deal there. If you did join us then, I was commentating at that time as well. If you aren't aware, we are playing stop clock tonight, meaning every time there's a stoppage in play, the clock stops. So while the game usually runs officially for 20 minutes each way, it most certainly is much longer than that when the clock is stopped. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Sport Manawatu and the Palmerston North City Council, who have allowed free entry tonight to this fantastic game. So we do thank them very much. Manawatu ball, and I've got to say the defence has been really, really good for Manawatu so far. More often than not, they've won the ball when Victoria have been attacking them and pushed forward to score on the counter. Although, as I said before, it has been very bogged down in the middle of the court, and it's made for an interesting game. A game which I'm not 100% sure reflects a 4-1 scoreline, but that is the score. Manawatu certainly have taken more chances than Victoria have. And they're going to need a big, big second half, Victoria, if they want to push forward and, well, do something in this game. But then again, futsal, it is the game of two halves. Anything can happen. It really is amazing like that. You can be on top one moment, and you can be behind the next, and it's why we love it. And that is our half-time here at the Trans-Tasman Futsal Women's Champions League. The match between Central Futsal Manawatu, they're on 4 goals. Football Federation Victoria Futsal are on 1. We'll see you in 15.